Hey YouTube, GamerDad here. Welcome back to the third week of the Gagaga Evolution. This week it is going to be version 2.1. I didn't make enough changes to warrant a whole point, so we just went a tenth of a point. Take my cue from the software companies. Anyway, this week I went 2 and 2, didn't make the finals. There were 15 people playing, and the 2 people I played were both running similar vampire decks. A little bit different. Vampires continue to be the bane of my existence, and I'm going to go forth here from finding a way to destroy them completely. A friend of mine that I met there, Lord Elandryal, he recorded our duels. Last week we had a great duel, went down to the wire. I ended up beating him thanks to time. This week, not so much. First duel lasted less than 6 minutes. Second duel went a little bit better. First duel I had each U-belt in hand. Kind of scary. I'm running 42 cards, and I pull 3 implayable monsters. Yeah, that didn't go too well. Anyway, let's go over the changes. I'll show you what I pulled out, starting with the traps, because they're on top. Took out 1 cylinder, took out the impenetrable attack, the 2 Wabokus, the reinforcements of the army, the pot of duality. Like I said last week, I thought I was going to take that out because I do not like not being able to special summon. Took out the creature swaps. I don't like giving up one of my monsters. And I took out Gores, because he's a good card. I just never get around to using him. And that's that for what I took out. The changes I made really didn't help too much this week, but still looking. I put in a 3rd Mystic Tomato. I figure since the focal point of my deck is definitely the Gagas and the XE summoning from the Gagas, but in order to do that, I need to stall. U-Bell is my stall engine, and I thought maybe having another Mystic Tomato would help me bring her out a little bit more. So that's why I threw him in, and Gores just wasn't helping at all. Battle Fader, end the battle turn, negate an attack, pretty good. And because I thought that another level 10 monster would be very helpful in this situation, since I made a mistake last week and said the first 2 versions of U-Bell were both level 10. I was wrong. The first version is level 10, second version is level 11, which means I cannot do anything with her as far as XE summoning to get her off the field by my own choice. So I added Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord. He's level 10. He basically only comes out when I need to XE summon. I bring him out in defense by shuffling in all my monsters from my graveyard. When I do that, he's basically 0/0, and because he needs a normal monster in the graveyard in order to have any type of attack and defense, or just attack apparently. Yes, I don't have normal monsters. Basically, I'd bring him out and then flip Metal Reflect Slime, and there's a Gustav Max, and I recycle all my monsters. I didn't think that would be a bad deal. I brought him out a couple times, but he worked when I brought him out, when I had him. Then I had 2 soul exchanges. U-Bell's first form says that if she can't tribute a monster on my side of the field, she gets destroyed, and I don't get the second form out. A couple times I managed to soul exchange one of my enemy's monsters for her tribute, which was good, because when you tribute a monster, that's getting rid of his monster, it's not destroying it, so any effects that it has about like destroying this monster, you get to summon another monster, that didn't apply. So that did come in handy. I'm going to run it another week and see if I'm going to go back to creature swap. For right now, soul exchange is what what I'm going to use. Mystical Space Typhoon, back row support, especially against vampires. I'll probably end up increasing that one or two more. Just tried the Gagaga Rush. Anytime a Gaga face-up Gaga monster is targeted as an effect and negate the effect, destroy the card that activated the effect, and then deal damage to the opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack or defense in the graveyard. So, didn't get a chance to use it, probably because I only have one. I never drew it. 2, Call the Haunted. This is another good card, especially if you want to keep bringing out your Bell or your Gagas. Once your Bell is in the graveyard, you can call Haunted it, bring it back out, and yes, it gives them another way to destroy your Bell. However, if you do destroy the Call of the Haunted, you still get your Bell's second form. Also, there's nothing saying that you can't MST your own Call of the Haunted, or you could just leave it there. So, and then Golden Apples. You take damage, you take life points equal to the damage you took, and then from a direct attack, but then you also get a token whose attack and defense is equal to the damage that you took. Not a bad thing. I did use it twice. Tried to use it twice, but one time I tried to use it, I couldn't because my life was already down at 0, and the second time it was fine. It worked successfully. So that's that there. Again, the changes I made didn't help me against the vampires. Vampires hate vampires. Hate vampires. But anyway, let's go over the deck list. We've got the 3 magicians. I'd like to get another one of those. He looks cool. Anyway, we got the 3 girls. I would consider putting her down to 2 for the 3rd child. I don't have it. Looking for it. 2 child. 2 Caesars. The 3 tomatoes. All 3 Ubels. Exodius, Blackluster Soldier. He's probably going to come out if I can find something to replace him with, for the simple fact that I don't have any light monsters. I have a couple XEs that are light, but that kind of locks me into making a light XEs just so I can get him out. Vampire decks caused me to mill a card. When they called monster, he was usually the first one I milled. Usually because Ubel had already been on the field. So, that's that. Battle Fader. On with the spells. MST. Soul Exchange. Dark Hole. Boogamoon. The 3 Revenge. Love that card. I did manage to get the OTK with it. Did 7,500 points of damage in 1 turn. It was nice. Yes, I beat that one. Gaga Bolt. And on to the traps. We have the aforementioned Golden Apple, the 2 Call the Haunteds, the Rush, 2 Cylinders, the 2 Trap Holes, Metal Reflect Slime, like to get another 1 to him, then Compulsory Evacuation Device, Bottomless Trap Hole, Mirror Force. And it's been a while, so might as well do the extra deck short video this week. And we got Acid Golem. I didn't put these in order. Zen Mains. And then this next one I put in for what I was going to do before I found Ubel, and I just never took them out because I've got certain cards that I use, and that's that. Make Equip Engineer, Again, a light monster, so I probably should use it. That's that for the level 3s, the level 4s. We've got Utopia Ray, and Cowboy, and Tri-Head Dust Dragon. That might actually have come in handy to play. Should think about that some more. Level 5s, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, and 2 Chronomaly Machu Mech. Love that card. Level 6, Chronomaly Atlantis. 7s, we got the Master of Blades. That's a great card too. The Big Eye. People hate that card. I love that card. Thank you, my wife, for buying me that card for Christmas. Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. I managed to get that card out a lot on the games that I won. Should tell you something. And Super Robot Galaxy Destroyer. I did not get that out, except for a game that we played for fun. That is it. I am trying to think what I'm going to do this week. There's a bunch of cards that I want, but I can't seem to find. The store doesn't have it, and I haven't found them for trade. Story of my life. So, I don't know what I'm going to change for next week. I will change. Probably won't be that much, so it'll probably be Gagaga Evolution 2.2. I don't see myself doing that much altering. I don't have that much to alter it with. So, that's that. Hope you have a good week, and I will see you next week. And to the people running vampires, I hate you all.